is Luke, or maybe I'll ping Jawa Jimmy. Did either of them say if they're coming or not?
I haven't heard anything from either of them. I could know your international rates.
Jawa Jimmy was on Discord a couple, like, not even 40 minutes ago. I don't know. Maybe he might have just gone and grabbed some food or something.
I text Luke. I don't have Chris's number, actually, I don't think.
I can text him.
You can hit him up. But yeah, we're in town. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention for you, Jay. At the very kind of tail end of everything, I don't know if you were here, Jordan, for sure. Maxie said that she entered the group into a battle of the bands. It was it's kind of very last minute. And because the entry has to be made by the manager, she had to put herself as the manager, and it has to be a 5-person ensemble. And so you guys have, I think right now you only have 2 musicians, or no, you and a singer. So you've got 3 with Blaine, Jimmy, and Rusty. But it was basically like, oh yeah, Boda and Jowkazza are going to have to participate in this battle of the bands as well, kind of a thing.
I think you're going to mention Miles Malum.
Oh yeah, that happened too. Okay, so there's that whole thing that I forgot to mention there. So the very end, Jordan had just left. So Blaine stayed up in the hotel room. He's like, I got a couple things to do. Maybe he's gonna call. Let's go with Blaine's calling home to Elaine or something. I don't know. And everybody else comes downstairs, and Maxie is down there, and Boda spots her, and she kind of glances at him, and she looks really uncomfortable. She was talking to somebody, but she looked like Boda could tell she looked visually or visibly uncomfortable with whatever conversation or scenario she was in, and so he started to move towards her, and whoever was talking to her kind of turned and then left, and as he was walking away, Boda was like, I kind of recognize that face. I don't know who it was. And then, he continued to walk up to Maxie, let the person walk off. And then Rusty, right as they were leaving site, Rusty was like, that's the guy from that mission briefing we had. And then Boda, it like clicked that this is Miles Malum. Boda and Blaine have met this guy. He was an operative from the collective, specifically from their slaving operation. And they had turned him over, and that's how the group got the Dunia mines that they have, that some people make some money off of right now. But Boda let him go. And that is when Maxie, she rambled on about how creepy it was and all this stuff. He doesn't look the same as last time you saw him. He has a lot of cybernetic enhancements now. Like half his face, one arm, one leg are robotic now. And so she rambled about that, and then Boda was like, okay, shut up. Just what's going on? And then she said, oh yeah, I entered you guys in this band tournament. And that's where everything kind of tailed off.
Cool. So yeah, we thought we had killed him. So I hope we get Jawa Jimmy, because it'd be nice to have some slicing skills available to us in this mission.
Yeah, Chris said that he's going to hop on.
Awesome.
Oh, sweet.
The Jawa.
So I've got a plan that I thought of earlier today. which will mean that I mean it's a way to get us from North Haven to the final place quicker. But I don't know. I think there's a lot of stuff to do in North Haven first. But we can talk about it and see what we all want to do. Hey, Jawa Jimmy.
What up, Jen? Sorry to be late.
Hey, man.
How are y'all doing?
Sleepy.
Doing
Good.
great.
Fantastic.
How are you, Chris?
Doing all right. I survived a layoff, so I think I'm in good shape.
Oh, I was going to ask. I saw that, there's another round of layoffs, right?
A fourth of the company is gone, so yeah. I'm doing okay.
Holy.
Yeah. It was a lot.
Yeah, that's one way to put it. It was a lot. Goodness gracious. We just basically drew straws.
Yeah, it was 800 people, so yeah, it was quite the...
Wow.
Yeah, it was quite a bit.
Oh, moly.
Yeah, it was a lot of people. So, apologies. That's what happened on Tuesday.
We're gonna have the company biggest rock, scissors, paper tournament ever. Ready, go.
This reverse psychology isn't working out to me. I keep throwing rock, I keep losing.
This is a great team building event. By the way, if you lose your job.
Joey, this is on you. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. It's been a week.
Well, I'm glad that you won your match.
Lottery. Won the lottery, keep my chair. So, but that's a different topic. Where do we last leave off? I think the game was just about to leave the hotel to go to a battle of the bands. Where are we at then?
You were entered in the battle of the bands. Maxie put herself as your manager because you needed a manager. They needed someone as the manager to enroll the band.
Right.
And everybody was upstairs drinking liquor and showering and relaxing, right? The battle of the bands is it's not tonight. It's a little ways away. Like there's enough time for you guys to kind of tour the town, see and do whatever you'd like, whether you want to have a spa day or go, I don't know, Black Ops, the magistrate's house, or tour the Glitz Gardens. You have the brochure, so the Glitz Gardens is where a lot of people sell their instruments instruments and other goods as they're trying to leave the area, kind of giving up on their dreams. You can do whatever of those things. You can do, you can say, we're going to charter a cruise ship out into the middle of the ocean. Whatever you want, but that's where you're at. You have a couple days before the Battle of the Bands.
Oh, Steph, awesome. So we have time to do some shenanigans.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have to at least write one actual song other than when the Saints go marching in.
The spa day, I'm all about that spa day. I love how you mentioned it, like, oh yeah, you go to spa day. I'm like, Jawa Jimmy's like, I need that life.
Hey, I tried to make myself somewhat ready for things. I made this whole town. I might as well make it, open world as much as I can. I don't want to railroad you guys.
So I'm imagining this being kind of like nighttime, right? Because we got into the town, we got our hotel, we washed our clothes. I figure it's kind of probably on the later side.
As far as, so like, yeah, I mean, if you guys you're picking up right at the exact moment, yeah, it's about 7:00 at night, and the sun is setting. You're closer to the
bedtime,
equator
boys.
on this planet, so it's a balmy, we'll say it's a balmy like 83 degrees with 30% humidity right now. No, like 70% humidity right now. Sorry, I'm thinking the wrong numbers there.
We should go dig for buried treasure on the beach.
At night,
If Jowkazza wants to do that, you can
after
spend
drinking.
a whole bunch of time doing that.
I'm gonna bring my shovel. I'm gonna need to spend 15 character points to level digging.
So I just listened to that part of the mission and was like, what? Oh, so everyone's Jowkazza, your skills are raised up, and everybody's character points are all updated.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I got that music talent. I got the generic music skill now.
Okay.
I'm super stoked about.
I am
here's.
I
Sorry,
am
go
gonna
ahead.
need to get some sort of either musical skill or singing skill. But as soon as that's done, I'm putting some points into brainwashing, David. I hope you realize that.
I don't know what brainwashing is really going to do in real life. I feel like you need days to do this.
It's gonna work.
Guys,
Okay.
I think that so I'm just going to toss it out there. The use of a skill like brainwashing is probably something that draws the dark side point.
Yeah, it would have to, right? There's no way brainwashing is on a good measure.
Well, we kind of did it with Wampa.
But it wasn't good, right? I mean, it was kind of messed up.
We got her to acknowledge internal problems she had that made her loyal to the Empire, and she came out a better person.
Did she?
Well, we haven't talked to her in a while.
Well, let's be honest. Right now, she's hanging out with Kira, so
Ooh.
maybe they're doing terrible things out in the galaxy. Oh, and
Okay.
Blaine, I don't know if you were here or not when I mentioned you asked for a list of guests at the hotel, and you saw a K Eve, and you saw that kind of drew your attention, and then you saw Barkwin Dan as a resident of the hotel, well, a guest of the hotel.
Okay, so but he wasn't the one that Katira really effed over. It was Figure and Dan.
Right. So
the drunken gambler.
Katira took Figure and Dan's money, and then had him kicked out of Timo's palace. And you guys actually let Barkwin Dan come back to Cloud City with you.
Okay, so he could blow my cover.
He could.
What was your mission?
You know, he likes you.
Or he could join. Okay, hey, so I have an idea, and this is something we do in the morning. So this is an idea that came to me where, what if we go to the magistrate and tell him that we're undercover cops from Coruscant and we're tracking Malum's group, and then we want him to secretly help us out, want him to be still be anonymous because we're saying, hey, we can't blow our cover, but we're bringing you into this secret because this dangerous criminal is further ahead than we thought. And then we can sort of, quote unquote, compensate him with sort of this budget that the police has sort of given us. And then maybe we can get some special treatment from the magistrate. Maybe he can put in a good word for us on the main island or get us transport over there sooner. Because if we have Miles Malum here, that means him and his group are either they're obviously here, but they could almost be a step ahead of us. And if they get to Grant first, I think they were going to kill him. Right? So we want to get there ahead of him.
Yeah. I love that idea. I could forge us some documents that make it look official.
Yeah. Okay, and then Jimmy, we could, or one of us, we need to call the Bounty Hunters Guild, the New Republic Bounty Hunters Guild, put a bounty on Malum and backdate it. So we can say, hey, look at this wanted criminal you can see in the, on the New Republic boards, he's wanted. If he's in the casino and we have a picture of him, we could say, hey, look, he's really here. And I think we can persuade him. I think I can con and fast talk him, and then you could also maybe intimidate him. And I think that I've got a couple of points of I think we can get this guy on our side, and then that way we kind of have an in with leadership. And then I think the only hard part comes is when we actually get to him. Do we have I don't know. We could figure out what happens when we get to Grant, but I think this way we can have the magistrate on our side, and we can sort of dangle you help out the Coruscant police on an undercover mission to root out this criminal. This could be a good promotion for you. You can forge documentation. I can show them that Coruscant badge. So, and then we could say, we want transport over to the main island, and we want a gig at this hotel. He just has to use his influence, and we'll compensate him.
Sounds like a plan.
So I've been listening to a lot of our missions, and I realized that we spend usually around 20 to 30 minutes arguing about what we should do next. So I was prepared to debate this mission with you guys for a while. So I'm surprised at the quick acceptance of it.
All I ask is I need to have a spa day.
Just want a spot day. All right. Well, yeah, no, I mean, I think that's a good idea. So let's do it. When are you ready for rolls? Yeah.
So what are you guys doing? Is that it for the night? Are you going back up to your room? Are you doing anything else?
We should. I don't know if we want to involve Barquin Dan, but he's a good musician, and we could potentially have him on our side. Also, if it's night, we'd probably want to do this in the morning. So if we wanted to do something tonight, any of the things David said, or do they have gambling on this island?
Yeah. I want to go over, before it gets too late, I want to go over to the shop and see what, I'm going to buy an instrument.
Okay. How do you want to go? You've got the brochure if you'd like, or you can go ask the, I don't know what they're called, maitre d' or whoever's standing at the desk.
I'll just follow the brochure.
Recommendation. Okay. The brochure tells you that there's Duranian Commons, which is where you can typically buy goods. They sell a lot of instruments and art and rooms and kind of other whatever kind of little trinkets and reminders of your trip to Rathalay that you'd like there. But you also see on there that there's a mention of Glitz Gardens, and that's where there's a lot of times open markets during the week where musicians and artists and people that kind of came here, doesn't really describe them as this way, but it's people that came here and they're like, yeah, it looks like I'm not going to cut it, and they're kind of selling things off to get their ticket back home at that point.
All right, I'll walk by Glitz Gardens, and I'll just kind of see if they have anything on my way to the Dorian Commons.
Okay, so as far as timeline, are you doing this at night, the first night, or are you going to do that the next morning? What do you want to do?
No, I think we're filling up what we're doing tonight, right? So It's night.
All right.
Night.
Go ahead and roll me your roll. Let me see here. Not that one. Roll me 2d6.
2d6.
Yeah.
All right. I got a 6. You want another one?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So you are walking into Glitz Gardens. It's a nice warm evening. The area is, relatively well lit. You see the Plume Sound Spa off to your side as you enter through the area. You walk by Seamoat Harbor, where a lot of people look like they're kind of closing up for the day. And as you get to Glitz Gardens, there's a lot. It's kind of like almost like a little festival atmosphere. A lot of people staying out. They stay out a little bit later in the gardens themselves. There's lights strung up throughout the trees. These are more like kind of pop-up huts. They're not so much pop-up, more as like they put up some sticks and then laid some straw on the roof, kind of a thing. And they're selling their goods there. And you see, there's some kids playing off in the woods a little ways. There's people, shouting off like, "Oh, get your clue horns here! Come and get a new one! Got a whole new batch coming in from the last band that just departed." And people shouting off their wares. And as you're walking in, you feel a tug, and you turn and you see a young kid, probably. Do this. Looks like they're about 16 years old, and they have their hand on the shaft of your shovel, and it got caught on your bandolier, your shoulder strap, or whatever, as they went to pull it away.
So they were trying to steal it. Okay.
They were. They rolled really bad.
They're trying to pickpocket a shovel off a Wookiee? I like that kid's moxie.
Yep.
All right.
No, hey, no, sorry, sir. I was just, no. Yeah, I'll just be on my way. And let's go, and he starts to turn and run off into the crowd.
Okay, whatever.
All right. So you're walking through. Is there any kind of instrument you're looking for in particular, or?
Yeah.
You don't have to know the name. Just like what kind of instrument you think Jowkazza would like to play.
Guitar.
Guitar? Oh my. I don't even know what that would look like.
Whatever. It doesn't. I don't really care.
Okay. So you've got you see there's somebody there. They're selling. They've got set up on display what looks very similar to the spa building behind you. It is a plume sounder, and then next to it they have looks like more like a drum setup, and then off to the side there's a little looks like a little like electric, almost like a recording and playback device kind of thing.
All
you
right.
want to
I'll
approach them and
go
ahead.
I'll go up and ask about the recording and playback thing.
Oh, this that's the Clack Beatbox.
Don't be ridiculous.
What do you mean ridiculous? That's what it's called. It's a Clack Beatbox.
How does it work?
Normally we sell these things to people that know what they do and how to play them, but it's
Kill
an
him.
instrument. A lot of people use it in jizz bands. The Biff made it on their home world, and it's toss in, you hit in kind of what you want to do with it. You can actually pre-program some songs on this thing, and then you can play over it. You can kind of like a DJ, like you start something here and then you start something over there, and I'm not a professional on it. I just know a little bit about it.
That's funny. I'm used to buying instruments from people who know how they work.
I mean, I'm a salesman.
Use that intimidate.
I got this off of a kid on the street that was looking for his way out of town, so it worked out all right for me.
How much do you want for it? And I will kind of intimidate him.
1 second. Let me roll with it. I have a table here. Oh wait. That's 2,250 credits.
That's a little steep.
I mean, that's going rate around here. You can't get a clue horn for less than 2,000.
I think I can get one for 1,500, and I'm gonna roll my intimidation.
Oh. Look, buddy, I'm trying to run a more or less reputable business here, making my way towards getting my own spot over there at the Renian Commons pretty soon. I'm just trying to sell a legitimate clack beatbox here. It's really worth $2,250, I guarantee you. He is worried, but he's kind of he's got to make a profit, kind of a thing. I mean, you're there by yourself, so I don't know what to tell you as far as whether or not it's a good profit or not.
Okay. How about 1,500? And I'm just gonna start moving away. Yes or no?
I can't sell it to you for less than $2,250, my friend. Sorry.
All right. See you later. And I'll kind of start walking by.
All right.
Does anybody else want to do anything, or should I just keep going?
You can keep going. Sorry, 1 second. You as you are walking through, these people are terrible at this. I'm just gonna say that right now. There are 3 ones out of 6 dice here. There is this looks like a small kid, real young, like 8-9 years old, and you kind of, as you're walking, you bump into someone and it turns you just a little bit, and you see a kid with his hands on one of your med packs.
Okay, I'll grab his hand. What do you need that for?
He looks at you, and then your droid talks, and he looks at the droid.
That's it? He's not going to say anything?
He is terrified. He just saw you arguing with a shopkeeper, and now he's staring you in the face.
All right, I'm going to I'll kneel down like beside him, and I'm going to hand him the med pack, and I'm going to say, look, sounds like you know how to get things, or it looks like you know how to get things. Where would I get a quality instrument?
What's quality?
Oh my gosh. A good musical instrument.
Oh, I love the string drum. And he points to a hut. So you had seen a similar instrument that first guy. This hut is selling almost exclusively percussive instruments. And he points to one. He points over there, and he says, "He's got one that makes the coolest sounds."
Okay. I'll go over to that guy. I'm going to point to the instrument. I'm going to ask him how much for this instrument.
That's a pretty good piece there. I'm not gonna lie. I give it to you for $27.50.
Oh my god.
Ask for the rusty discount.
Seriously?
So,
if he would have said 1,500, no, seriously. If he would have said 1,500, go ahead.
Roll your knowledge real quick, Jowkazza. So you just walking around. Some of these places have price tags. The median value of an instrument seems to be about 2,000. Like that seems like right in the middle.
That seems ridiculous based on our own wiki that I'm looking at right now.
Well, I'm just saying. Go ahead and look up a.
There's my knowledge.
I had to do to try and. I did a couple things. I rolled out a table, but I based the table on. I also went and figured out how much an imperial credit is worth per dollar. And if you look up clue horn, here, I'll just pull it up. A clue horn is worth about 2,000 credits new. So these guys aren't selling brand new stuff per se, but it is a place where you can definitely get it for less than that. I've just happened to roll kind of decent on that. Not very good on my pickpockets, but good on that. This guy, he says, that a clack beatbox. It's not. Now you're looking at a Kassan string drum there. Let me pull this up real quick. That string drum. I once had someone ask about that. You want the story?
No.
I'll give you the story.
No.
Here's the deal.
I don't care.
That string drum right there.
I really wanted you to say 15.
Belonged to one Tigrin Dan. And he lost a string of dueling dice in town here.
Okay.
He
Bye.
sold that string drum to pay his.
Thank you. Talk to you later. I'm going to go over to the Cheese Town. I'm at Cheese World now.
You're at Duranian Cop. Poor Jowkazza. You've got 49,000 credits. This is silly.
No, I really wanted him to say like 1,500 because I was going to look right at the other guy and say, "I'll give you 2,250." But it didn't work out, so whatever. I'm at Cheese World now. Somebody else do something.
As you're walking, let me see. You do find a.
And I'm also going to murmur to myself: the next time somebody tries to pickpocket me, I'm crushing them.
You do with the kid with you, holding the med pack in his arms. He kind of walks around with you, and he's like, "So you want $1,500, and he finds a string drum for you that somebody is selling for $1,575. It's a little ways in, and there are some kids that you can see. There's like a not so much a roving gang, but there's a lot of people here that will everybody's trying to get off the planet, and if they can sell your goods instead of their goods, it's good for them. But they give a little bit of a berth when they see you with this kid. So he points out a place. They're selling one for $1,575. They got a Gasson string drum for $1,575.
Great. I'm gonna give him 1,800 credits. The kid 1,800 credits. I'm gonna say go buy it for me, and you can keep what's left over.
Okay. So he runs in there. He gives the guy $1,575, and he pockets the rest. Do you ask the kid anything about it?
Nope. Don't care.
Do you look at it at all?
Sure.
You see etched into the side a signature.
Does it say Witch of Rathalay?
No. You just see a signature, but I mean, that's all you got.
All right. Sounds good.
I'm sorry, Jay. My chance tables don't like you. Except for that signature. That's not a bad thing. That instrument's better than the first one if you had bought it. Let's put it that way. All right. So Jowkazza's got a Gasson string drum, which is a percussion instrument.
What's a cheese?
Figrin Dan did play a Gasson string drum and the clue horn for the modal notes. The cheese is an architectural building meant to look like cheese. It's fascinating. There's little pockets in there. You can see that in those pockets that's where some of the kids meet up. And you can see the little kid runs into one of them, and he's like so excited, showing off what he got. The med pack.
Okay. I'm going to sit down. I assume there's kind of like a little bench or something. And I'm going to sit down and watch the kids play and start playing my little percussion instrument. And I'm going to sing a little song. Goes something like, Jawa Jimmy, he thought that he killed all his friends, but he didn't, so it's okay. That's it.
All right. So, anybody else? Anything for the night?
Jawa Jimmy's gonna look up that spa you mentioned.
The spa. It's about 7:00 at night. The spa, as you're getting there, you see a young woman step outside, and she flips the sign over to closed for new arrivals. There's still some people in there, but you can see that the hours there are listed as 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. But apparently people could stay there a little bit after hours if they're paid to kind of have their treatments or whatever. They can start in there, but it is a little bit later in the evening. I don't know if they run all night.
Jawa Jimmy hacks their machine to see when they open to get a reservation ahead of time for the next morning.
Okay. I noticed that we do this, and we can keep doing this way. I noticed that the remote hacking skill on this is supposed to have a separate device that patches you into the system. But we'll keep playing it like this. You can go ahead and pull in to see if you can get a reservation earlier in the morning.
Jimmy's gonna do it. He wants that spa treatment. He's like, I heard about them spas.
All
I'm
right.
gonna give you one of them spa treatments.
So go ahead and roll your computer program repair. Okay, you with ease glide yourself into into their there's you find your way to their reservation system right away. There's reservations available at all hours of the day. It looks like this spa it gets a fair amount of business, but they keep things available for people every day, kind of a thing. They don't overbook themselves. So you can put yourself in at whatever time you want, starting at 9 a.m.
No, Jimmy's gonna get that 9 a.m. goodness.
All right.
That's all he wants. He just wants to have a thing for the future. Look forward to something.
All right. So Jimmy, you have an appointment at 9 o'clock at the spa. You can select if you want the treatments you want, or you can go through and you can just select them in the morning. They'll talk to you in the morning if you want and kind of go over all of them. You just have a list of what they're called right now.
I'll go in the morning. We'll go from there. Jimmy just wants his place. He wants to have that
All
treatment.
right.
He's been dying since he's 100% smells like garbage. And he's been in the forest with giant spiders. He needs a break.
So, what do you put in an appointment just for Jawa Jimmy? Do you put in an appointment for DDP and Sandra Britches? What do you do?
Oh man, that's a team they want to join. Hey, everybody, want some spa treatments?
Yeah, let's all go to a spa day before we talk to the magistrate.
Sounds good. I'll put it in a
Come on in
reservation for
for
everyone.
Stig McNasty.
Steak nasty.
Please, build this out. All right. Anything else tonight? Good.
Wait. I want to make sure. I want to ask Boda to put in like a patched call out to put up the bounty for Miles Malum and put it backdated so it looks like it's been up there for a while.
How do you want to go about it? I guess Boda. I'll ask in Luke's place. Boda, like we're supposed to be, like I can't just call out as Boda Z from here. How do you want me to call him?
Yeah, I guess if we send a message out, they could track that a message went out to Bounty Hunters Guild.
I mean,
but is that a bad thing?
Well, I guess it depends on what we want to do from here. We got some work to do still coming up, and if we don't catch this guy, we should be ahead of him.
Yeah, but I mean, are they? I guess are they actively monitoring all communications on and off the planet?
I don't know if they're actively monitoring all communications on and off the planet, but we did just go see the magistrate.
Yeah, but I mean, would it blow our cover if we sent something to the New Republic Bounty Hunters Guild?
Oh, I mean, like, I don't know if they're monitoring all communications, but the magistrate might be monitoring our communications.
We need a VPN.
Or if we could get someone else to make the message for us, or if we could make the message as someone else, but we'd have to convince Forlom and Zuckus that it's me, because I mean, I can barely get those guys to do anything.
Let's see here. Okay. Can we? How can we send secret and secure messages to people in the galaxy?
I should be able to communicate with the droids that are running my tax business, right? I know
Yeah,
it
but
won't be instantaneous, but should be able to get a message to them, right?
I mean, it's the same problem though. They'll know it's us. They'll know that as Boda, they'll know that we're the ones making the call.
How will they know
Right
that?
now,
How would they know that I'm communicating privately with my own droids that are in my business?
I mean, they have the ability to. They could. I don't know if they are, but they could be watching all the transmissions coming out from our room, or from us. Go ahead and unless anybody wants to be elsewhere, I'll say that you guys are all either in the lobby or in your room discussing this. Where do you want to be? Or, in a random bar, or I don't care, wherever you want.
Oh man, do you think they got the room bugged?
We should probably be at Fanfar Beach.
And let the crashing of the waves drown out our conversation.
You can go to Fanfar Beach. I'll put you all there. Why not? I'll drag you all there, whether you want to be there or not.
Okay, I'm gonna. Before we have this conversation, I'm gonna start digging a bunker.
All right, everyone get in the hole and talk about
I'm
it.
just kidding.
And go ahead and roll your perception, or I guess roll your base perception unless you are doing anything else. Oda's gonna roll his.
Do you want all of us to roll our perception, or just Jay because he's getting mugged again?
No. You just everybody sitting at Fanfar Beach when you guys are talking about whether or not they bugged the room or anything else going on there. In 5.
Wait, do you want us to all roll?
Whatever you want. It's whether or not you want to. Well, you don't have to. Boda just kind of gives cursory glance around, looking around as he talks about whether or not they're watching you guys. And I don't know if they're bugging the room, but I mean, we made it all this way as the frosted tips. Be ashamed to blow our cover before we actually got to the place we're trying to get to.
Yeah, it's just going to be harder to convince the magistrate that this person's a criminal if we don't have a bounty up of that person.
Yeah.
Okay, well, maybe we find Barquin and have him.
Boda do. You guys make your decision. If you want to send it off as Boda, you can. I don't know what I'm like. Luke's not here. I don't want to leave him completely voiceless, but that's all I'll say for him, I guess. If you want to send it, I'll send it.
No, let's go back into the hotel and see if we can find Barquin. He owes me a favor.
It's later in the evening, I guess. Jimmy, you have given yourself access before. You find Barquin Dan's room. Number, it's 2016.
2016 it is.
Perfect. I'll knock on the door.
Hello, housekeeping. You need pillow?
Hold on just a second, ladies.
Sorry.
Hello there. Barkwin is standing in front of you in just a towel.
Do we ever change into clothes, or are we also in pants?
Oh.
Hey, Barkwin. Do you might not recognize us, but
No, I recognize you.
is it the towel?
It's the trench coat. You really should do something.
Yeah. So, Barkwin, I know it's been a little bit of time here, but we need a favor from you. We're
Blaine, anything for you, man. I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for my time on Cloud City.
We're doing a I don't even know what to call this. We're doing one of our shenanigans, and we need you to send a message, and you can send it to Elaine at Cloud City, and I'll give you a message that she'll understand it's from me. But it'll be it's a message that she needs to get, and it can't be tied to us, so it doesn't blow our quote-unquote cover.
I mean, that's not a problem for me. I just did something, well, not quite so similar, but I was just talking to your other friend, I don't know, maybe a week ago before I came here.
I was going to say, if you were talking to Elaine a week ago, I'd be very upset. Which other friend are you referring to?
The crazy girl, the one that the one that kicked my brother out.
Oh,
I want to know something about stupid questions. Like she was asking, like, "Oh, do you know anything about metallurgy?" I know anything about that, but she did ask some interesting stuff about etiquette in the Tapani sector, and I don't know. She's off doing her own thing, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I helped her out, and I figure, look, I wouldn't be where I am right now if it wasn't for you guys. My brother really had us in a terrible spot, and we're between you and me. I think that we're going to be playing at the Isle pretty soon.
yeah. We're potentially playing at the Isle too. Are you in a band right now, or are you
you're in the competition? I'm sorry, but I don't think you got much chance against Barkwin Dan and the Glitz gang.
No, probably not. I appreciate it. This is all, you know me. I'm not nominally a musician, but yeah, we've got something else going on right now that we've got to take care of. So if you see us again, the name's Stig McNasty. I'm gonna wink.
All right, Stig. Well, I'll tell you what. If you put on a good show out there, we could use an opening act if we win this thing, and I think we will. But I got some revelry to get back to, if you don't mind. Just I don't know, drop the message under the door.
Okay. All right. I can have. Let's see. So Jawa Jimmy we can, I guess, create something that will be destroyed afterward, I guess. Okay. All right, Barkwin. That sounds good. We'll give you the message to pass on. And good luck out there. Break a leg.
Hopefully not, but, do your thing, I guess. This your band? Yeah, have fun. He closes the door. All right, as he's closing the door. All right, where were we?
Just living the dream.
All
okay,
right.
So I'll put something together that that it's a message to Elaine to have her relay this over to the New Republic Bounty Hunters Guild, and they'll listen to her. So basically, to Elaine, want to make sure that she tells them to create a bounty for Miles Malum, and I'll defer to Boda's knowledge of going bounty prices for a fairly large bounty, and we want it to be backdated so it looks like it's been up there for longer.
All right, and I having seen him, Boda can add some intel on that he won't look quite like the last picture that they had, or the last holo that they had, or whatever, things like that. Okay.
And Jawa Jimmy, can you get there's security cameras in here? Can we get an image of Miles Malum walking around when he dropped off the data pad to Maxie?
He dropped off more like the puck that you guys had, something similar to that.
Oh, okay. And it was his puck?
It was, yeah. I mean, I don't know if it was his puck or if it's just like he had that, like he kind of left it behind, is what you guys gathered.
Do we know where? Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, it's like a tracking fob, but of whom?
No, so you remember in the Mandalorian first episode when he drops off that, or when he sets down the puck for the I don't know, the fish dude, and it's his face that pops up and says wanted. It's a puck like that, and it's an image that looks it's very reminiscent of Katira. It's not exactly like her, but it looks very much like her.
Oh, hey, wait, guys! I just remembered something. There's someone with Katira's similar name here in this hotel. So this puck might be for someone, either this potential relative of Katira or Katira in disguise. But if Barquin saw her a week ago and she was heading to the Tapani sector, it's probably not her. So maybe Katira has a secret sister. But why would he give us the puck? What do you guys think? How much was it for?
It doesn't. So, are you asking Maxie?
Yeah. Hey, Maxie. I guess I'll calm her or whatever and say, hey, Maxie, let's talk about this puck.
Oh my goodness, you would not believe how nice the people are around here.
Check your wallet. Check your pockets.
Somebody stole my arrows. Wait, no, I left those in the gate card. Yeah.
All right, hey. Yeah, go ahead. I just want to know about that puck. It's someone who looks like a friend of ours, but it also has... Does it have a bounty on it, or...?
No, it's just a picture. I mean, she just... I don't know. She looks kind of mean. Whoever it is. I showed Boda the thing. I popped it up for him.
All right. Okay.
Everybody
hey, Jawa Jimmy, what room is she in? Because you got that too, right? Yes.
Yeah, Jawa Jimmy knows the room. He reserved the room.
All right, let's go by our room.
It would help to be off mute. I was like, why can't you guys hear me? I told you the room. So we got the information. Oh, wait. I'm on mute.
Cool, let's stop by her room.
You guys have a key card to her room. You go in, and there's kind of her stuff is tossed down. She's not a person. It's a little bit not like too disheveled, but looks like, maybe change clothes and well, but she's left like her satchel there, and it's got the puck in it. And if you pop it up, it looks very similar to Katira, but sorry. Also a little bit different. Like enough that you're like, this looks like Katira, but it doesn't look like Katira at the same time.
All right, so Katira's relative.
And it's a standard. It looks like a standard puck. Just holding it. Yeah.
Okay, wait. So we're at her room right now, or do we go?
Yeah, you're in a room.
Okay.
Yeah, you
right.
had to go in the room to get the stuff.
All right, so okay. So we're in her room and it's really disheveled.
Yeah, but like she's not, like she kind of tossed her stuff on the ground, took a shower, and went out into town. Like she booked you guys the thing, and then like Jowkazza was like, I got to go get an instrument, and everybody like wandered off in whatever directions, and she was like, well, I'm gonna go get a drink.
Oh, okay, but we're not in Katira's relative's room. Sorry, that was my confusion.
You're in Maxie's room. No.
Oh yeah, okay. We gave her that big thing. Okay, well let's go by Katira's lookalikes room, right, everyone? If we're all getting spa treatments in the morning, and then afterward we're gonna go talk to the mayor, we should probably do it now.
Yeah, that makes sense. Let's do it.
Okay.
Jowkazza, Rusty.
I'll first spend like 10 minutes composing a message that I think that I know Elaine will know is from me. That I'll have Barquin send out that asks him to do Malum's bounty and backdate it, and also make it, yeah. So I'll have that ready, so we can swing by and do that.
As you go to slip it under the door, you hear a lot of laughing and a lot of chatter, and then you hear Barquin. You didn't think the Holwitz gang was going to be here? They got to stay off into the commons. Don't worry, ladies. It's just Barquin tonight.
Wow. Barquin's living it up. I guess his brother has one kind of addiction, and he has his own addiction.
So this room, Jimmy, is on. You can see it's on its own floor. It is the top suite in the third tower at there. So you guys have to transfer towers on your, as you go and shift over. You see the lobby area. You see Maxie there, just kind of laughing with people buying her drinks and whatever, and then you make your way up to that area. As you push the button on the turbo lift, though, it requires a room key to designate that you have permission to go to that area of the hotel, and your room key is not coded for this tower. So,
would this be a security check or a computer check? Computer repair for this kind of hack. If I were to want to hack this elevator so we can get access.
You tell me what you want to do.
I think it'd be security.
It'd be security, right? Yeah.
It all depends on how you wanted to go about it.
Could I connect to? Is there a exposed port to connect to? See if I could use computer repair to unlock the elevator in general.
Not in the elevator itself, no. I mean, there's a scomp link there because they got to have a service availability. You could there's a scomp link behind like a little panel there.
Yeah, let's give it a go. Let's try the scomp link route. Let's see what we can figure out here.
All right.
Roll them dice.
So you can get in with computer program repair, and you kind of get to a permissions portion to change the access levels, and you realize that you have 3 attempts to change the security level before it'll lock you out. And it'll be a security roll to change the security level itself.
Let's roll them dice.
I trust you. If I could help you, I would, but I can't. I'm not very good at security.
Yeah, I think I specialized in this, didn't I? I think I did. This changed. This got all.
You have a tip, I want to say, for security.
Oh, if you're looking at your character sheet and can't see anything, turn everything to night version.
Yeah.
Oh.
So Jimmy's security is 5D, but you do have a knowledge chip for taking it to 60 if you wanted to.
Let's put the knowledge in. Swap them cards out for language and go back to them security skills. See how we do. Well, let's give this a roll.
This will be not too easy.
24.
Right. What's a 24 though? You on the first try managed to override the security and allow for basically a service access to the turbo lift to go up to the top floor.
Nice.
Gents, we're in. Do this.
Nice one.
And because it's the whole top floor, the elevator actually opens to the suite itself. There's no like room, you're not walking into like a hallway and you got to go into your room or whatever. So you open into a luxurious, like full area suite.
Okay. Before we go in, this could be a trap. There could be this person could also be dead already, and they could try to blame it on us. There could be guns, because I guess we just kind of walked exactly where maybe this person is trying to get us to go.
Can I check the security systems nearby? I'm already in here. I'm in the elevator. Is there another SCOM port for the security system that Jimmy can access?
Not in the elevator itself, no. Probably in the lobby or in a security area in, behind the maitre d's area, but not in the elevator itself. That's primarily just elevator control or turbo lift control, rather.
Got it.
So the doors open, and the lights come on at a dim setting. They're set to kind of match, not to overwhelm anybody that shows up later in the evening, but to light up to say like, oh, welcome home kind of a thing. It's a full floor luxury suite. There's a full view of the Bethnaqual Delta and West Fizz Beach and kind of the outlying ocean area. Wrap around windows to the entirety of North Haven. There's a full bar that it's a nice setup in here.
Full bar, eh? Okay, well, this person definitely shares Katira's tastes. All right, I say we go in, but we be at the ready.
Could Jawa Jimmy do a quick check with his vision to see if there's any bodies or anything like a warp signature of any kind of humanoid or any kind of species in here?
Yeah, roll your search.
What is that? Search plus 2D?
And let's go, and plus 2D for looking for living objects here.
Yeah, so that would be 5D, I think. Search here would be 5D. 5D. Let's do this. $21.
You have most of the area. It looks like the turbo lift is kind of the center, so you have the majority there. But it looks like there's a portion that you're not positive on, but you get the feeling that it doesn't look like there's anybody here right now.
But that's only a feeling. We need more than a feeling. Like the Boston song.
You feel very confident that there's nobody here right now.
That's not a Boston song.
I mean, Jawa Jimmy also has his implant for hearing too. So to hear, I can also do a hearing, but I guess I really couldn't. I guess I could try to go hear for something and see if that would be helpful.
What do you want to listen for?
Let's just we can sneak in. Let's all get sneaky.
We could just sneak it in to see if we can get around.
Go in. Let's all sneak on our tippy toes and see if anything happens. I'll roll my sneak. I'm going in sneakily.
3.
15.
Step slowly from the turbo lift into an empty suite. There's an open bottle at the top of the bar. And as you take your second step, welcome home.
Perfect.
The automated announcement kicks in.
All right. Well, I guess I'll go walk over to that open bottle.
All right.
I'm just gonna, should we just call out, guys? This didn't really work out.
We didn't find the person we were looking for.
I'm going to say, honey, we're home.
You hear nothing in response. As you get to the bar, the open bottle is labeled Ticha small. Small batch, barrel number 5.
Just like Katir's favorite song, Mambo number 5.
Oh no. Jimmy has bad memories of that song.
You're in the middle of the room. It does. I mean, like, Jimmy, you didn't see any warm bodies. You don't have any sense, I mean, anybody else?
I mean, is there anything here of value that I can? Well, so we found someone who's. So let me just out of character here, real quick. So we literally went into an elevator to go to a hotel of a room we think belongs to one of our quote unquote like friends, lookalike, to kind of see what we can find out about this person. We came here, we found nothing, and essentially we found an open bottle, a high class taste, similar to something that Katir would have. And are we trying to figure out where this person went? And if so,
you don't even know who the person is, or if it's
right.
Like you just showed up in a giant suite. There's nobody there.
Right, exactly. I'm just like,
all right.
Like Jimmy's like, can we get my spa day?
Yeah, we can leave, but let me do a quick investigative sweep. I'm gonna roll my investigation to see if I can get any clues to this person's identity or perhaps where they've gone or been. So I'll just do a quick investigation. 31.
So what are you looking for? You're just looking for like where this person might be or what they might have, anything like that?
Yeah, clues to their identity or places that they might be. Like, do they have I was going to say a matchbook, but that seems like so old-fashioned.
As you're walking through the space, you spot tucked inside a drawer. You realize that there's a like a false bottom to a drawer there in the desk.
All right. right? I assume that it's probably not rigged to be an explosive. Rusty, do you think this is probably a bomb? Classic Rusty. Silence means no.
As always.
Okay, I am going to carefully try to open it up.
Oh.
Rusty, do you want to look at it?
Rusty there.
Yeah, everybody's there, I presume, unless anybody wants to be somewhere else.
No, I think I was talking and no one was hearing me. Sorry.
Oh, definitely.
I said if it looks like a bomb and it smells like a bomb, it's probably a bomb. Want me to check it out?
Yeah, if you could check your demolitions on this.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and roll demolitions.
Damn. Looking at my stuff. Demolitions is 5 technical. Yeah, I can do that. Oh, I got that. Yeah, I can do that. All right, let me get down on my knees. Oh, God, man, I'm getting too old for this. Mm-hmm.
Those are the crap noises from your knees.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, God.
I got some ones in there. Okay, 15. I can't tell. Ish.
Well, it's better than my room.
Scare you?
As you're looking, Rusty, you see a flashing light, just very dimly, and it's kind of meant to look to mimic the lighting in the area. In the underside, off the back of that drawer. I don't know. There's something here. I don't know if it's you don't see any explosives specifically, but there might be something associated with this. You might want to check for any kind of trap. Because this is where Dungeons and Dragons, you can check for traps. Would it be but you can key in, Blaine, that it looks like something's off about this. Like there's something there. It maybe explosives, maybe a poison dart, maybe assassin droids jump out from the bed. Who knows? But there's something flashing underneath.
Okay.
I mean, it could just be shoddy craftsman's work here, man. You know how these places are.
So, Jowkazza, let's just pick up the desk and take it with us. I'm just kidding. This could be like a security if it's not a bomb. But Rusty, thank you for that. Otherwise, I think
it'd be a security to. I'll say somebody needs to roll an investigation to determine the trap, whether there's one there, or a security investigation or security to determine whether there's a trap there, and then somebody, and then we'll go from there. So let's do that.
Okay.
Investigation or security.
Let's do this investigation.
Is there any furniture that we could hide behind?
So
26.
Blaine, kind of feeling around the base of the drawer, you feel just a slight bulge on one portion of it, like the wood wasn't fully kind of routed out there to allow for something to pass there, and as you kind of envision it in your mind, you figure there could be like a spring, like a trap, like a spring wire trap, like if you open it without properly unlocking it or something like that, you may trigger something.
Okay, spring wire trap.
So You've determined where the trap is located. You just need somebody to roll a security to disarm it.
Okay, Jimmy. I think you're the best we have at security.
Jimmy's getting sweaty palms.
Okay, well, good thing you didn't eat your mom's spaghetti.
Ooh. Doing it.
I believe
Alright.
in you.
And don't fumble this one. And he biffed it.
So Jimmy goes through and he takes a look at it and he goes,
Oh,
I
Shit.
got this. And you fumble around a little bit and you set a little piece in place. You're like, I think that this little block here, as you lift the drawer, it'll allow us, if you kind of lift it just a little bit, to reach in and give a feel to see if there's anything there.
Did Jawa Jimmy lose his hand? Is this the moment you tell me that?
No. You have you've set a little piece in place and said this will hold the tension on the wire as you open the drawer. I'm pretty sure to allow you to lift it without, and then kind of get your hand in there and search for it.
If only Genos was here with his robot hand.
Blaine sticks his foot in the drawer.
Yeah, hey guys, I got a prosthetic foot. I don't know if I ever told any of you this, but I guess I could try to fish it out with this foot.
We're a pulley system.
Or we just have Jowkazza breathe in real deep and see if we can suck it out.
I've got AT-AT. Can I just I assume I still have them. Can I flip him upside down and stick his head inside the top of the big enough?
So basically, so you've got the center drawer. Think you're sitting at a desk, like an executive desk, and there's the center drawer that Blaine has said that there's a false bottom to it. Rusty's seen a flashing light on the backside and thinks that there's something there, but he's not sure what. And Jimmy has then put in a little block of wood to hold the tension on the spring wire, so that you can lift it, not all the way, but enough to get a hand in there and feel around.
What about a little grasper claw from Sparky? Right? He's got a little grasper arm.
He does.
No, I mean, as the Astromech, yeah, he's got a little grasper arm. We've certainly established that he's got a grasper arm.
Yes, we have. He likes to use it a lot.
Hey, Sparky, you like to use your saw to cut down trees in the. Do you think he could fix it? Put his little claw in there and grab something out for us?
Jawa Jimmy's like, I think he's got it. Are we gonna roll for this? Or are we gonna? Oh.
If not, Sparky just cut the front off the desk.
He just got the whole damn thing out and just pulled the whole thing away. But for real, I think he's got this.
All right. Stick your little claw in there, and we'll all hold our breaths far away from you.
Jawa Jimmy takes many steps back.
All right.
All right. Go ahead and roll for Sparky's grasper skill. What is this?
I don't. Droid tools.
What's that? Actually, that's a good question. What is this? Is it like 5D? Is it 4D?
I don't know if he has. He has melee weapons, astromech tools as a fighting skill.
So I think we said before it was like astromech tools to get his hand in somewhere. But I mean, Sparky can get his hand in there. It's just whether or not. Let's roll. Let's roll Sparky's. Ooh, his perception's real low, Jimmy.
Yeah, his perception's not good, so he won't be able to receive anything. So I don't think that was ever the question. If he could perceive, it's more a question of if he has
This
the
is
skill set to
Sparky
open a door.
reaching into an unseen space to see if he can grab anything in there.
With his, so he has
So do you
two
want to put
arms.
Sparky's hand in, knowing that he might not be able to get anything out of it because he might be like, it's empty.
Pretty much.
F it. I'll just do it, guys. But not. All right, but get me to a doctor. If and I'm not going to put my
Your good hand.
my good hand.
Yeah, he does have astromech tools, which I guess would be 5D. I mean, how do you want to play this? We can still try to use.
Well, even Sparky feeling in is going to have a heart, like whether or not he's going to be able to tell you anything's there.
Hey, you know who has good dexterous abilities? Is Barquin as a Biff.
Yeah.
Wait. Is this drawer?
I love that everybody is terrified to put their hand in this drawer.
Is
3 hours later.
Yeah, we didn't even. Okay. I'm just gonna stick my
left hand.
I'm gonna stick my. I don't want to. Yeah. Okay. Let's do this. I'm gonna stick my hand, my left hand. Oh no, guys, I can't do this. I love these hands too much.
As you're talking, you hear a ding as the not a ding. You Jimmy, you see the turbo lift indicator going up. It could be stopping below you. It could be stopping at this floor. You don't know.
All right, F it. I'm gonna stick my hand in here. Let's do it, guys. Let's see what's in here. Do I have to roll dexterity?
Roll your no. You can. Let's roll your dexterity to see if you can get your hand in there without pulling the drawer up too much. But it shouldn't be too hard. So,
right,
I mean, we're literally talking about, can I slide my hand inside this thing? You get your hand in, roll your perception to see if you can feel around the drawer a little bit.
All right, that is nice. For 3D plus 1.
You, as you're reaching around, you feel a small, like a piece of paper, and as you move to kind of reach for it, it's hard. Your hand's really close to flat. Like you've got to try and maneuver your hand just to get it over the paper, and as you move it over, the paper moves over, and then you bump into what feels like a thin data pad, and so you know that there's this piece of paper is resting right against or right on this data pad right now, and you think maybe if I could just get my hand there, I'd be able to get it over it, and then I might be able to just pull it out really quick to see if I can get them both out at the same time. Go ahead and roll your dexterity to try and grasp them to pull.
All right, 3D. Uh, 10.
So you've got your hand on it, and the paper slides. Oh, it's barely at your fingertips. The paper is slidden forward, and you realize now it feels like it might be an envelope. And you've got your hand, your fingers are barely on the top of the envelope.
All right, guys, there's an envelope.
There's
an envelope in here. There's a data pad.
and the elevator is still going up. As I guess we'll say, Jowkazza, you want to be looking at the elevator? I don't know.
Hey,
Somebody's looking at the turbo lift.
I'll hide behind the desk. Everyone pretend like room service.
And you think you've got it, and then Rusty, you see that the light is flashing faster, much faster. Rusty, go ahead and roll your demolitions.
Nice.
Anytime you've seen this before, it means that something's about to blow. Like this is whether intentionally or unintentionally, Blaine has somehow triggered this trap right now, and it's gonna go. It's a very, very tight time charge. So Blaine, you've got one chance to pull everything out.
Okay, I'm just gonna grab whatever I can and run.
Does Rusty say anything about this? About what's about to happen?
Rusty said, get on out. Go, go, go.
So do you want to pull it out and fully open the drawer? Do you want to pull it out and try and keep the drawer close to closed? What do you want to do?
I mean, if it's already beeping, I'm scared if we fully open it, it's gonna just explode. So I'm just gonna try to grab whatever I can as it is now and just get out of there as quick as possible.
Okay. Rusty, where are you standing? You know that the light just started flashing a lot quicker. Are you standing like right underneath the desk? Are you like standing up next to Blaine, telling him to go? What are you doing?
I'm next to him because I would have to see it, and if I'm behind a desk, I wouldn't be able to see it.
So the light is underneath. Imagine that this is the center drawer of the desk, like where you keep all the miscellaneous crap, but it's like under or just above your lap. So the light is underneath that. So are you sitting down, or did you stand up to tell Blaine? Because you know it's about to go.
I'd be standing up to tell Blaine.
Okay, Jimmy, where do you want to be? And Jowkazza, where do you want to be?
Well, I thought I was still on the beach, but since I've got pulled into this room...
I mean, if you're still on the beach, Jowkazza, you can still be on the beach.
No, that's fine.
If you want to come into the room with them.
So
and feel free, since you thought you were on the beach, if there's anything else that you want to have done in this whole time,
no,
and you're like, I'm over here because I'm, just shredding his bed for fun.
As soon as Blaine gets his hand out of the desk, I want to grab the desk and throw it as far away from us as possible. If there's another room,
okay,
I want to just throw it towards the other room, or something like that.
So are you standing on the side of the desk, in front of the desk, where with regards to it?
Yeah, I'm basically, I guess I'd be kind of on the side of the desk, whatever side Blaine is working on, but if Blaine's in front, like kind of in front of the desk with his arm in, I'm on the side of it.
Okay. And Jimmy?
I'm going to say I'm going to be far away as much as possible. He has a very strong fear of blinking red lights and bombs, so Jawa Jimmy is going to be as far away as possible and take the most potential protection. This is an ingrained fear from a certain Kowakian lizard monkey. So I feel like this is Jimmy's biggest fear is the unknown explosion. So he's going to be very far away. And probably close to the elevator as much as possible to make an easy escape. If need be.
Junk hates explosions.
So, Blaine, roll your. You tell me what do you want to roll? I mean, it could be your strength to try and like pry this whole thing open and just go nuts. It could be your base dexterity to slip it out. It could be, I don't know what other, whatever, if you can make a skill work in the scenario, whatever you're rolling you're trying to grasp and pull out what's in this drawer, or grasp and fully, or you're trying to flip the drawer open and grab it and go. Whatever you want to do. Tell me how you want to do it.
Let's think. What what would I use to actually grab it? You know, I think Blaine's gonna just try to. I don't think he's gonna try to like flip it open. I think he's just gonna see if he can grab something with his hand, and slide it out as quick as possible. He's not gonna try to open it, and he's not gonna keep his hands in there too long. It's just like at this point, whatever I can grab or slide out, whether it's the envelope or the data pad or none of it. Just gonna quickly do it and then try to back away. We all are afraid of explosives, so I guess it'd just be dexterity.
Okay, so
because I don't have any sort of slide. Like I don't really have any skills. Like I don't know. There's not really like a. I guess there's. Yeah, I don't really have any special skills for that. So
you're in a quiet suite. Jimmy, standing near the elevator, is telling everybody it's still going up. It's still going up. You know, like it's well past. Most people seem to be on, you know, the first 15 or 16 floors. You know, and you guys are on the 25th, and it's at 22, 23. And Rusty says, "You got to do it now. Whatever this is about to go." And Jowkazza's standing there, ready to flip the desk at a moment's notice. And Blaine, you reach in and pull, trying to keep this drawer mostly closed, but knowing that it's going to go off anyway. Go ahead and roll your dexterity.
Oh, all right. If I could, let's see. All right. If I could use any points, I would, but it's base attribute, so let's go for it.
You can use points on a base attribute if you want.
Okay. Well, I would like to do that. But you can't use it for strength if you're getting hit, right? You can't use character points on your base attributes, right?
I don't remember. I don't remember exactly how we said this, but I'm pretty sure that we've said that you could use it on. Yeah, I mean, like this is it's dexterity because you don't have a skill, but there would be some sort of, you know, whether it's pickpocket or you know, I don't know, like a sleight of hand, if you want to be a magician doing sleight of hand or whatever it may be, there would be a skill associated with it. So you could use it for the roll.
All right, I'll do my
check on that.
I'll do my pickpocketing skill and then use 3 character points.
All right.
So I'm down to 19. So that would be 6. Oh, you could use your little nimble fingers, Jimmy.
Oh, that's good.
Hey.
So, and now I need Blaine and Rusty to roll their strengths.
Damn it. All right, well, 22 on getting it out.
Yep.
Strength.
With the 2 6s on the special. Wow. The initial 4 dice were not good, but then the rest was really good. And Rusty, roll your strength.
Strength is... Where is strength? Oh, it's right in front of me. I can't do anything to get out of the way. It's just your blast.
You're standing next to Blaine. You told him to pull it out, and he just pulled his hand out as quick as he could.
Oh, damn it. Damn it, Blaine.
Hey,
damn it.
I was the one who set the trigger.
Oh.
Don't worry, we got
real bad.
We got a doctor here.
Blaine, you pull your hand, and as you do, the light suddenly clicks over and suddenly turns bright red, and there's a giant jet of flame that erupts. This is not an explosion. This is not, it is literally like this thing is meant to incinerate whatever was in there. But
did I get it?
Because you rolled a 22, you rip your hand back and you fall to the floor as your hand is just engulfed in the flame, and you are wounded in the process, and you fall to the ground in a shout of pain. But Rusty, not knowing that Blaine was about to do this, you take the flame full on to the face as he, in pain, flips the door open. And Rusty, you are literally your whole. Tell me, Rusty, what are you wearing right now? Sandra Britches.
I burn off my tusk.
You had just said, I'm squatting down underneath. This would have been avoided, but you told me. I asked where you were, and you told me you're standing right there with Blaine.
Because he wanted me to see it. All right. Well, I'd have to have my wig on and my dress. So that's gone.
At least you got injured.
And Jowkazza, roll your strength really quick.
Injured with dignity, with your wig and dress on.
It's just probably on fire because it's synthetic and it's just burning more. It's not even burning hair; it's just burning my flesh.
Rusty, roll me. Sorry, I'm trying to think. Roll me 1d8.
D8.
What should it maybe be rooting for?
Oh God.
Okay,
Better be.
That's. I'm going to be honest with you. So I'm.
It's bad.
What I'm thinking here is that Blaine, you pull this out, you flip open the drawer because you scream out in pain as this little inferno just blasts forward, and that you, as Blaine falls back, Rusty catches it full on to the face, and I rolled a 19 damage on this thing. So you were mortally wounded, but with a 2, you go down to incapacitated instead of mortally wounded. You are engulfed in flame. Jowkazza, though, flipping this desk over, manages to reduce the amount of time. If you rolled an 8, it would have been better. Reduce how much it really blasts you by that 2. And so, Rusty, you are just scream out in pain, and you collapse on the floor unconscious. You can't even roll yourself out. The top of your dress, we're talking torso up of your dress, and your hair, wig is all set ablaze right now. So Blaine is wounded. He's down on the ground. His hand is red and burnt, and the data pad flies from your hand, Blaine, and you see the envelope with it fly from your hand, and it is burning. What do you guys want to do?
Someone put the flames on my face out.
Hey, Sparky's right there
Rusty
too.
Can do nothing. So Rusty, you can do nothing. You're on fire right now.
I paid so much
you have
money.
flipped the desk. You flipped the desk and broken whatever trigger was firing. So the desk spews out flame, but it is whatever it's built out of is not flammable, and so it does not ignite the entire desk.
Okay.
I paid so much
You've got
money.
Rusty on the floor in fire, Blaine yelling out in pain with his hand burning there, and this letter burning, this data pad chucked across the room. What do you want to do?
So I'm
Be my hero.
Okay, Jowkazza and
try to
Jimmy
put what's his name out.
Okay.
How
do you try to put him out?
I'm gonna say what?
How do you want to put him out?
Well, what's around me? Is there a blanket? Is there anything?
You're at the desk. It is at about 3-4 feet from the foot of a massive Eastern king, the giant humongous bed. There's a giant nice down comforter. Nice. I could describe the bedding, but if you just want to grab something to throw on Rusty, you can grab something. There's a giant comforter on top of it.
Sure, I'll do that.
Okay, roll your So roll your dexterity. So you manage to quickly grab the sheets off the bed, and you fling everything. Like, not just, it's just a mess. Like, you grab the sheets and everything. The whole bed actually tilts up and then slides down off of the base, and it's sitting at kind of like an angle there. But you've got the comforter in your hand. You want to just throw it on top of Rusty? You want to dive on top of him?
No, I want to like kneel down next to him and start patting him down with it to try to put it out.
All right. You are able to extinguish the flames on Rusty. He's charred. He's seen better days. The wig is not. The wig was a full length, and now it's kind of like a pixie cut.
Okay.
And the dress is. You've got your kind of your left side has some burn marks along it, Rusty. The right side is gone. The right top strap, the right everything. The back is kind of dangling off on the back side. The left side is mostly intact, but has some burning, charring on it. But Rusty is incapacitated right now. He's not awake.
Okay, so basically, I'm thinking: do we have time to treat them, or do we need to move? So I'm gonna look at Jawa Jimmy and ask him, where's the elevator?
Can I look to see where the elevator's at?
It's on floor 21, and it's going up.
What floor are we on? The top floor?
25.
You're on floor 25.
Get the data pad, put out the envelope.
Yeah.
All right. I guess it's still coming. It's still on the way up.
Yeah. What do you want to do, Jimmy?
How far away is the data pad from Jawa Jimmy and the envelope?
So with Blaine on the ground, you could get there before Blaine by just a little bit. It's going to take. So we'll say that, like, in terms of rounds, you have roughly 4 rounds to get to somewhere, assuming the elevator's coming to the top floor, and it'll take you a round to get to the envelope.
Okay.
You'll get to the round at the top of the second. You'll get to the envelope at the top of the second round. Blaine would get there, at the end of the second round, kind of a thing.
All right, let me. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think that I'm going to grab. How far away am I from the data pad and Blaine? And is Blaine able to move?
So okay. So well, first, what do you want to do, Jimmy?
Jimmy was actually going to help put out the flames on. Not on Rusty. Rusty's already been taken care of, but on Blaine. So help find something to pull on, or probably not throw more alcohol on his wound that's on fire.
So as you run towards Blaine, his hand's not still on fire, but it is definitely hurt, and we'll see what the impact of that may be for a clue horn player. But his hand is a little bit hurt, like he's going to be more sensitive from being in such a hot fire. But he looks like he's still conscious, he's still alert. He's like, I'll be okay. As you're running towards him, you kind of recognize that. You can run past him if you want, or you can stop
get the envelope.
Yeah. Get the envelope. I'll head for the data pad, the envelope. So
these are my dying words.
All right, so Steele,
there's always
bad, Chris. You didn't really do much, and then you got knocked unconscious. So Jimmy's running towards the envelope. He'll get there at the start of the second round. Jowkazza, you spent your whole round putting out the fire on Rusty, and he is down, like he is certainly injured.
Yeah. Okay.
And Blaine, you're lying on the floor. We'll go with we'll say Blaine. You go first on this one. What do you want to do? Jawa Jimmy looks like he'll get the envelope before you.
Okay, so if Jawa Jimmy gets the envelope, I guess I'll
Head towards the elevator.
I'll say toss me a med pack and start moving my way to the elevator.
Okay. Is it my turn?
Yep. Go ahead.
Okay. So I'll toss Blaine a med pack. I'm gonna grab Rusty and basically move towards the elevator with the intention of setting him towards against the same wall as the elevator, so when the elevator opens you wouldn't immediately see him, if that makes sense.
Hey, here's the thing, guys. Whomever comes in, maybe we don't immediately attack. Let's say we're the Coruscant undercover cops and we're the bomb squad. I'll just say, don't worry, guys. I'll talk my way out of this. Or unless it's Miles Malum. Never mind. Let's go back to killing them. All right, sorry.
What do you want to do?
So
Blaine runs toward the elevator.
How long does it take to get to the elevator?
Carrying Rusty, it's going to take you. You're going to be you'll have just enough time to kind of be barely out of sight of the opening elevator with Rusty, kind of thing.
Okay.
Jimmy?
It would help to be off mute. Sorry.
Yeah, that's mute.
It's all right. So Jawa Jimmy's going to go ahead to the data pad. So the envelope got picked up already, right? So now it's just the data pad, or did they both get picked up?
So you are at the envelope. You can put the envelope out.
Let it burn.
And
just
watch it burn. No. Jimmy's going to put out the envelope.
And the data pad is you'll be able to get the data pad, but you are going to have to either kind of find a place and try and hide. Assuming that somebody comes in the elevator, everybody tries to sneak in, you might be left behind if you try and grab the data pad, or you might be able to, if they kind of hold the elevator for a little bit, sneak in with a distraction or something. Or you can just grab the envelope and run.
What about Sparky?
Where is actually Sparky would probably still be at the elevator, right? Because he didn't actually.
Yeah, if you think Sparky's at the elevator, Sparky's at the elevator.
Hey, this is what you could do. Have Sparky use his grappling gun on you and pull you to him.
Oh my gosh, that would be really funny.
Grappling gun feels like a dangerous item to shoot at someone.
Hey, I just got. Yeah, don't listen to me.
Last time we got the Wookiee and who do we capture last time? What the grappling gun? It's something ridiculous.
Yeah, don't listen to me. I got Rusty all burned up.
How about this? Jawa Jimmy is going to attempt to go for the data pad. He's going to grab the envelope, attempt to grab the data pad, and then try to run back as best he can to hide somewhere. I'm not sure that would be, 2 actions, or would be 1 action?
So you get the envelope out and you run to get the data pad. Went a little bit further. So you run to get to the data pad. You're going to need, so this is the end of the second round. You got 2 rounds before this elevator shows up. You're going to need the end of the 3rd round. So you're 1 round short of being able to make it all the way back to the elevator. Jowkazza, if you continue on with Rusty, you're going to make it just out of sight of the elevator. Blaine, you can make it just out of sight of the elevator. Jimmy's just kind of you're left in this no man's land potentially. And the elevator goes up 1 more floor. What does anybody want to do?
This is what Astromech can do.
That's the best.
Bad.
I love that Rusty's picture continues to evolve.
Assuming Sparky is still there, can you sabotage the elevator to delay it?
Yes.
Right.
Okay, so you want Sparky to scomp into the elevator controls and
Stop the elevator. Put emergency stop. Because
okay,
it's still on service mode, technically, right? Since it's still on service mode, we should be able to stop it. Or I should be able to remote control through Sparky or basic command to stop the elevator, right?
So go ahead and roll Sparky's computer programming repair to patch into, to scomp himself into the system.
Let's see, would that just be... Actually, what is the skill for that? 40. Alright, 40. Come on, Sparky, you got this magic. 13.
Okay, just above the threshold, Sparky manages to patch himself into it. That's going to take a whole turn. So you basically are like, we got to stop this thing right away.
Yeah.
Which, having been into the system, will trigger kind of the concierge, the desk. Like, there's going to be a trigger associated with this, like an emergency stop of the elevator is going to cause attention to it.
That's okay. We're stopping the elevator.
All right, you got your last round, Jimmy. You running right back.
Run right back.
All right, Jimmy's running right back. Blaine, you get yourself. Where do you want to be relative to the elevator, or what do you want? Anything else you want to do as you're cradling your freshly singed hand?
Yeah, I'll pop open that med pack and put that on me. And I'm going to be on the other side of the elevator.
Okay,
so let me roll the first aid real quick.
So the elevator is envisioned as, if you will, it's about 2/3 back. Like, there's a small area behind the elevator, but mostly there's area in front of the elevator. That's where you guys have primarily been. And you can be, do you want to be like off to the side, like out of view when the doors open behind it, or off to the side of it? Where do you want to be?
Off to this side.
Okay. From
ideally
like,
hiding.
Okay.
So
and
out of view,
Jowkazza?
so someone steps in.
Jowkazza, off to the side behind it. You got Rusty with you.
Yeah, so I'm gonna like put Rusty behind me. I don't know if there's some like potted plant or something on the side that I could kind of tuck him in behind, and then I'm gonna have my back against the wall that the elevator's on, so that hopefully I will see whoever's coming out before they would see me.
So are you guys do you envision yourselves on opposite sides? Imagine this is a square. Are you on opposite sides of the square or the same side of the square?
I think we would be on opposite sides of the door. I'm on the same side as Rusty.
Yeah, but opposite sides of Blaine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Blaine, are you from Jimmy or closer to Jimmy?
Closer to Jimmy. Never too far apart.
Oh, Blaine, roll your perception.
Okay. $10.
You glimpse a red letters in Arabic, and they read exit. See an emergency stairwell just like behind the elevator there.
All right, guys, I got a way out. Let's blow this popsicle stain.
All right,
let's do this.
You triggered it to stop. Emergency lights turned on. Let's get out of here.
All right, I'll follow Blaine out the door with. I'm gonna obviously pick up Rusty.
All right.
Jawa Jimmy's gonna exit as well with good old astromech. Spark.
You might have a hard time going down the stairs, but you guys have entered the stairwell. As Sparky disengages, the emergency stop lifts, and you guys hear the ding of the elevator arriving just as you hear the of your door closing. What do you want to do?
Go down the
Wait.
stairs.
Yeah.
All right. How far down the stairs? You're at the 25th floor. You want to go like any random floor or all the way down to the bottom? What do you want to do?
Well, let's go all the way down to the bottom, right?
Yeah,
Unless
let's
you think
pull
people will be.
stand.
Yeah. I mean, if the only thing there could be people waiting for us at the bottom. But we can talk our way out of anything. So
I mean,
let's do it.
yeah. As we're going down, I mean, is there anything that maybe the stairwell empties to a back alley or an outside door instead of going into the interior of the building?
Roll. I mean, this is pretty obvious. As you get down, when you get down to like the second floor, there's an exit that goes just outside the building that can get you out, or you can go all the way down to the lobby.
I'd say let's exit the building.
As you guys are on your way down, other patrons, I guess, of the hotel enter into the stairwell, and you hear them complaining like, "Oh, the stupid elevator's out of service," just like moaning and complaining. And you see one guy that immediately is like, "Hey, what happened to him?" And he points at Rusty.
You mean her?
Few too many death sticks.
I don't mean. Oh, that's what they do to you, huh? I've never done the stuff myself, but and you guys step out the door into the night air as this guy continues to just talk.
This is the thing.
You're
Rattly people. They just love talking.
You're at building number 5. You guys have a room in building number 3, which is just a short distance away. You could try and come into the lobby. You wouldn't be able to access the emergency stairwell from outside, but you could try and enter into the lobby from the side there if you wanted to, or you could kind of do whatever. What do you guys want to do for the remainder of the evening with Jimmy having a spa treatment in the morning?
Yeah, spa.
Let's get to somewhere. I mean, it takes a little bit of time to apply the back the gel. So I'd say let's get somewhere where we can, be safe for the next couple of hours, if that's our room.
Let's go back to the room, heal up, and then maybe read the envelope / data pad.
Yeah.
So you guys are outside. You've gotten to the area outside. It's like it seems like everything outside. Nobody's really noticed or cares that anything's going on inside the hotel itself with one tower out of 7. It's a fairly kind of chill night. There's a lot of people still walking around. It's about 9:30 at night now. You could go back in the lobby. You could go on to the beach and apply med. What do you want to do with I'm so sorry, Chris. With Rusty.
Let's just go back to our hotel room. If anybody asks, I'm gonna say we just got back from a rather explosive gig.
Roll.
The crowd was electrifying. The crowd was on fire. And so was our singer.
So you can come in through like a back entrance, through the front entrance, to the side. How do you want to come into the lobby?
Let's go in through the back door.
Okay. roll your con to a concierge who kind of is like, oh my goodness, what is going on with y'all?
Okay, I'm gonna just con and say that coming back from a gig that was rather explosive. We had some pyrotechnic accidents on stage, is what I'm trying to say here, and our singer got severely burned. But being on the road, we've got our own doctors that we take on. We have our own nurse that we take on tour with us, so we'll be fine.
I know that the Commons get kind of crazy at night, but my goodness, I did not know that there were any places having pyrotechnics on stage. That is impressive. Which? And you just kind of walk past her as she continues to ask questions. Get to your turbo lift. You guys, so you have a burned envelope.
This would be a planet that if they use the Dust Star to blow up, I'd be like, finally. All right.
I will figure out the contents of the envelope for you guys, because what I think I'll do is I'll write this out, because I have it written out, but I have it on a doc. But you guys, the envelope's a bit burned, so I'm gonna try and make this realistic. I'm gonna take a piece of paper, write it out, fold it up, put it in an envelope, and light it on fire, and put it out partway through, and see how much of the message you guys get.
Okay.
On that, you guys have a data pad, and you are in your room, safe. So I don't remember the rules on. Actually, I think I have them here. The rules on healing, how long it'll take. Rusty, actually, Rusty, roll me 10d6 real quick. So it's going to take, as you guys are getting back to your room, it takes a little while. Rusty, you wake up in the turbo lift on the way back to your room in excruciating pain, knowing that you could have just stayed down. Why did you stand up and tell Blaine this? And you feel your wig is burnt to a pixie, your dress is messed up, and I mean, Big Tune is going to be so mad to see what you've done to it, and but you're alive. That's incapacitated, right? Yeah.
Blaine's gonna try to comfort Rusty. I'm sorry, buddy. We'll get you looking real pretty again, real quick.
Spend so much money on my outfit.
We'll get it'll be okay. We'll get a personal shopper.
You guys could at least take me to the spa.
You have an appointment in the morning.
you can have my spa appointment.
What is so? Oh, so it's not an energy weapon, so you don't take any extra damage, and you're not going to bleed that much from burns. Like, you just have really bad burns along the upper portion of your body. With the medical equipment that Jowkazza has, you can, well before the Battle of the Bands, Jowkazza, heal up Rusty, but he's gonna have some scarring from this. Nothing too terrible, and he's in a Qualish. He doesn't have to have his face wrapped in bandages for forever. But he's a little bit burned up.
It's getting worse all the time.
Boda, meanwhile, as you guys get back to the room, he says that Barkwin called and he got the message sent off, and it seems like everything should be in order with everything with regards to that. Yeah. I know it's 11 o'clock now. This is like one of the I had never. This is not what I planned for.
Yeah.
I kid you not. I have Barkwin Dan's backstory. I have what that fruit does. I have all the bands in the Battle of the Bands. I have every single package that Plume Sound Spa offers. Oh, let's just do this just to kind of add some salt to it. Jowkazza, you have your drum. We'll have to figure out what Boda if Boda, the cheapest person I've ever met in Star Wars, will buy an instrument. We'll find out. But as you get back, there is a message from the concierge desk that says we apologize profusely for the inconvenience, but it appears that there was an issue with the payment for your room, and that the remainder of the credits, like there was a computer error discovered, and the remainder of the credits are due for your room. If you're going to stay here if you want to pay for the full week, which is until the Battle of the Bands, you can do that. If you would like to pay for a single night, you can do that, which is, they're basically like, there's been some issue with the payment, like we have made sure that no credits were withdrawn from your account initially, but the room, I don't remember the number that I originally gave, but I want to say it was some exorbitant amount to have a nice suite. So you guys are being charged for the remainder of your room. If you want to say, screw it, like they're not going to charge you for the first night if you check out tonight and you want to get a place in the Reigning Commons, you can, but that's just something else, just to add salt to it.
Well, they're not going to kick us out in the middle of the night.
They're not going to kick you out in the middle of the night, but they are going to kick you out tomorrow if you don't pay.
Okay, so here's the thing, guys. I know everyone keeps talking about the Battle of the Bands, and this might be... Have you guys seen Glass? The movie by M. Night Shyamalan? Has anyone seen that?
No.
Unbreakable.
Okay, well, in the movie, they keep talking about like the big tower, and then they never even... I feel like the Battle of the Bands might be our tower that we never because what if we just take that spa appointment in the morning, and then after that we just go to the mayor or the magistrate, and then we work out our other scheme? Because that other scheme will probably get us across to the Big Island.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so next
Looks at
mission.
his music box. Jerry looks at his music box like, another day, another day.
We can always complete the mission and then come back for the Battle of the Bands from the Big Island. And we'll teach Admiral Grant an instrument.
The idea that Jawa Jimmy said over his instrument, he just learned how to play. It's like, well, I guess that's okay.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Look at Rusty, I'm like, I'm so sorry.
So, Chris Peterson, could you roll me 1d10 and then tell me left or right?
I don't want to mess this up.
It should be left side or right side.
1d10 coming up. And then I'm going to say, let's go left. Damn it.
Okay. 6 is better than 10. That is a roll for how much of the letter is going to be missing. And it'll be the left side of the letter. All right. So I will write out what you guys are able to read off of the letter that you guys have recovered. The data pad is, you'll be able to gather the intel from it. That won't be too terribly difficult. Jimmy will just roll a computer programming repair, and that'll be kind of what you have to go to the magistrate with, or some background for the magistrate, certainly, because it's going to affect it.
Should I just roll for it, or should we just assume it's going to get rolled for that?
You can go ahead and roll your computer program repair.
20. Man, not rolling hot tonight.
Still difficult. You're able to access most of it. It looks like this is a lot of intelligence. What you have on the data pad is it doesn't look like this is the original copy, as you can ascertain, but it looks like it is a whole bunch of records of interviews. You don't have all of them, but you have the vast majority of them. Some of them are above your ability to get into. They are, in effect, blackmail of authorities and persons.
I bet the magistrate's on there.
Interestingly enough, the magistrate is not on there.
All right.
Roll one more computer program repair. Much better. You find one file that shows payments to the magistrate, that and then a listing of construction projects that include the Omni Suites, the Plume Sound Spa, the Drunken Drugon, and just kind of, you can see that this is that what you gather is that whatever these blackmail items are, the funds seem to have been delivered to the magistrate and have driven the growth and development of North Haven over the years, with regards to kind of like all these places are really nice, right? Like all this spa, this bar, like everything you walk by is really unique, really well built. And it looks like the magistrate has been accepting funds for some substantial period of time with respect to building up his town and making it really nice, making it this huge tourist destination. And if you look through the personnel, I guess Blaine, roll your knowledge.
Streetwise or knowledge?
Either, whichever one.
Much rather do streetwise.
Blaine, you recognize some of these names as not major, but like low to mid-level persons within New Republic political hierarchy and financial hierarchy and business, and like there are just a number of names of people, and some of these, like the blackmail files, look like they are interviews and like questionings and things like that. Just a full list of kind of intel on people, on things that they probably shouldn't have been doing, things that they would like people not to know about, and then payments that a good portion of have then been fed to North Haven and its development.
Okay, so we have extortion and funds channeled in. We can use this to our advantage against the magistrate. But why was he so concerned about the waters on his data pad? Was it because we disrupted the Lunar pirate base and it disrupted the river? Something to think on.
I really want to tell you everything that I've like built in the background of this.
Oh, I think we'll figure it out. So I think we do the spa day next time. Then we do this. What is like a good undercover police name that is a play off Frosted Tips?
Here, how about this? I'll read you guys what would be on the right half of this. I'll kind of like ad hoc it right now, and then I'll try and write it out so that you guys would see what the second half would say. Have received initial reports from your survey. Burned. So everything's burned, and then have received initial reports from your survey. Flow in the Narca River to the west. That will need to be carefully reported to the new caused by the river eroding through a crust at the merging tectonic plates, shifting the historically natural course. I'm certain that your information to prove events had previously shifted the river are lost to, certainly already removed. I would, after all, be a subversive element had retained an active, arriving days or weeks behind schedule, would soon draw the interest of your superiors. Pirates, not Imperial Star Destroyers, already cause for sloppy. Their boss did keep excellent records.
Okay, I think what I'll do, since Jay, hopefully you're recording this, I'll write that one out.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, and I'll probably check the recording to double check what I said. But basically, you get the feeling that between this letter and these pads, that it looks like whatever was going on with the pirates has to do with these blackmail letters and the payments to the city.
Got it.
Okay, I am recording it. I probably won't get to uploading it to YouTube until tomorrow, though.
Yeah, no rush. I'm still 3 missions behind.
Sorry, Rusty, there's no back to thank at the hotel that you may or not be saying.
I've got gel tabs. I've got back to. I give it to him.
Oh gosh.
So you can bring Rusty back to full health. There'll just be, he just won't have, he'll still be kind of like Boba Fett in Book of Boba Fett, a little bit worse for wear over the years, kind of a look on part of him. Like he's just a little bit very slightly modeled, but as an Aqualish, most people throughout the galaxy would not bat an eye at the damage to Rusty. They're just like, that's another Aqualish.
Exposing
he looks fine. Only when Rusty looks in the mirror, he goes like, "Oh man, what's Rusty's girlfriend's name?
Lulu.
What is Lulu gonna think the next time she sees me?"
Oh, it looked like it's fine. I didn't, the rest of my body hair will make up for the lack of hair on my head. Okay.
And hey, had Rusty not been able to determine that there was something there, Jimmy if you had just rolled better on your security, it would have been much better. But if Rusty hadn't found anything there, then you could all be dead.
Or miss again. Dead sexy.
Taking it for the team.
Yeah, you guys have uncovered a conspiracy when I thought that you would just spend your day having wait, let me see what the packages are called. The full day package at the bar at the spa is called the Jizz and Fizz.
Oh no.
I honestly was going to say, let's spend the night gambling and making money. But
you can still I actually made a whole new gambling game in case you decided you wanted to do that.
Oh, I only do Saturday.
They like to play dueling dice here, and I made up the rules for a dueling dice game.
Wow. Okay.
That's kind of awesome.
But no, we went and broke into somebody's suite.
I mean,
What
this
you don't know is who
gambled.
was in the elevator.
this is a highfalutin hotel. Shouldn't they have, you know, virtual gaming in your room?
Look, if you want to play dueling dice right now, we can do a dueling dice game.
All I'm hearing is video poker.
No, I don't. I'm just.
So you would roll your gambling. In this case, I just rolled. Well, here I'll roll straight up. You'd roll your gambling skill, and you'd try and get a 1, 2, and 3. You can hold a die each turn, and whoever gets the low straight first wins the round, and then whoever wins 3 rounds first. So then you'd have to do 1, 2, 3 again, and look at that, just low straights all in a row. Whoever gets the 3 points first wins the pot.
Cool.
I was also in mid-development for Hentaro, which is another game they play in Star Wars. I looked at it and I was like, I could make a game for that. But yeah, no, you can gamble here. You can get pickpocketed in the gardens, and I mean, you gotta get that string drum valued, Jowkazza.
Or you could have showed
Find
it
out
to
who it's signed by.
Barkman.
I already know its value. Its value in my heart.
1,800 credits on a med pack. Yeah, and well, if Boda wants to play in the Battle of the Bands, he's still gotta get an instrument. Or if you guys don't want to do the Battle of the Bands, odds are that Barkwin and the Glitz Gang will win the Battle of the Bands because I rolled out how each band would do. But you know, if you guys do well, he's willing to take you to the Isle as a setup band.
It could be the opening act. But I think we could do this other method first. It gives us.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I can
Sad
get
that
better.
you guys won't see the Fallen Angels, Hyperspace, and Chu Undra's all Wookiee band.
I still think we should perform. I'll be better soon, guys. I swear.
Somehow I picture him tossing like part of his unsinged hair on the wig over. As he says that, don't worry, guys. Whip. Everything will be better soon.
Just get me a new wig. It'll be all right. It'll be kind of like the grand finale of the show. I take the bandages off my face.
Oh, actually, real quick, Blaine, roll your knowledge.
Just base knowledge?
Yeah, base knowledge. We're going with memory here.
Alright.
Oh.
Ooh, holy shit.
As you read that burned letter, you recognize that it aligns with the letter that you saw on the magistrate's desk when you were being interviewed by him upon arrival in the city.
So he was reading the same?
He's already got either he already read this letter or he has a copy of this letter.
Hey guys,
somewhere.
did you know that I have a photographic memory? Because apparently I do. I'll let everyone know. I was like,
23 is really good, but I'm just trying to think of all the random loose ends that are associated with this. I didn't think that you guys would break into this apartment, but it is certainly something that I had some stuff prepared for.
we should have left the fob in that apartment. Oh well.
So yeah, there you go. Well, I think we can call it there. It's already 11:20. I don't know. I mean, unless you want to pay for your spa day now.
No, let's do that next time on the 18th, right?
Okay.